Hey guys, welcome to my live stream, which this is like the first non polished pickup stream that we're doing. So I hope everything sounds okay and looks okay because this is the first time I'm using this camera, which like this camera here, and I hope that the sound is working because I was having trouble this morning getting it all set up. Rob had to come in and fix it for me because I had no idea what was going on. Hey, Linry. Hey, JJ. How are you guys? It's just a really boring Saturday here. So yeah, if you guys saw the title, I'm actually going to attempt some nail art, which you can see I've got lots of colors here. So you're probably like, what are you doing? I had I didn't have this idea, but I saw this really fun nail art over on Instagram. And I was like, that looks just easy enough that I have a lot of confidence that I can do that, which means it's probably not going to end well. Okay, good. It sounds good. Looks good. We had like this weird issue where it was like this crazy audio feedback where we couldn't get the camera to stop picking up sound because I have a microphone that I use. And so it just kept like doing this weird audio loop. And it's the first time I've used this camera. I've had this camera for over a year. I bought it from Janixa, actually. And she was like, yeah, I bought it and I just didn't feel like learning all the settings, so I'm selling it. And then I got it and immediately I was like, oh, yeah, I totally understand. So it's been sitting in my closet for like a year. But yeah, so the nail art that I want to do is, let's see if I can do this correctly, it's from Top Knot Nails over on Instagram. If you don't follow her, you should, but I'm sure most of you guys do. And I think she does like all gel, but do you use OBS? You can just mute it on there. See, that's what we were trying to do, but it wasn't turning off for some reason. And so we had to go into like the actual settings on the camera itself and just turn it off in there. It's like we kept turning it off in OBS and it wasn't turning off even though it said it was off. So I don't know what we did wrong. Obviously it's user error, but like whatever. We figured it out. But yeah, so this is Top Knot Nails. She's a nail artist out of Portland, it looks like. And I follow her, like look at these. These are Taco Bell nails. Like those are so fun. It's got like the vintage looking Taco Bell, but that's not what we're doing because I don't have that kind of talent. So what I want to do is these lava lamp nails, because I don't know about you guys, but like when I was a kid growing up, I was like obsessed with lava lamps for some reason. I don't know why. Like, and so I had a lava lamp and it was pink. I remember it was kind of like this one here, but it looks like it's going to be easy, which means it's probably going to be really hard. Like I'm going to find a way to make this really difficult. But I was like, oh, just do like a jelly background and kind of a more opaque looking blob, whatever the jelly is in a lava lamp. And here's like, looks like her inspiration. I found out when I was a kid, the lava lamp that I got it for Christmas. I remember that. And I took the cap off because it was like a very easily removable cap. And underneath it had like, you know, like a glass Coke bottle, like the what do you call it? Like the metal cap or like a beer bottle or whatever. It had one of those. And I was like, could I open that and drink it? I've been wanting to eat things that I'm not supposed to ever since I was a kid. The sad frogs are so cute. I know. These look like they're like Christmas nails. Yeah, if you don't follow Top Knot Nails, oh, that's so cute. That looks like that must be a fabric. But yeah, like she's got just so much cool nail art. She's got some like Gudetama. Look at his little butt. So definitely follow her because like some of her stuff is definitely like more involved and difficult. But then some stuff it's like, oh, I could probably recreate this with a little bit of time and patience. So yeah, I definitely recommend her. So yeah, this is what we got going on. Let's see. Yeah, I had a pink and purple lava lamp. Yeah, mine was like super pink, and I didn't like pink as a kid, so I was like, why did my parents buy me a pink lava lamp? But I did love it. My unpopular opinion is that I hate the way real nail artists photograph their work from super far away with two hands on top of each. Oh, like this style. Oh yeah, I guess she's got a bunch of it. I don't know. Like I think this way is funny because it's just like it looks like one big super hand. Can I eat that? Yeah, that's literally me for every inanimate object. I'm like, can I eat that? Would it be okay? Would I die? Like when Orbeez came out, I was like, man, I really want to eat those. Let's see. Did you just make me leave this Simply Nailogical stream to watch yours? See, that was my worry, was like, I was like, I want to do this midday Saturday, but Christine kind of has like the time slot on Saturdays, and so I was like, oh, is anybody gonna show up? But I was like, you know what? I don't care. I just want to do this. So, you must have loved the Is It Cake trend. It stressed me out because I was just like, some of those cakes looked way too real, especially like they had some hyper realistic like dogs, and then you'd see them like bring the knife down, and I'm like, ah, you know what I mean? So yeah, what do we have for the nail art? First of all, my hair, I probably should have put it up because it's like, it's way too long, and it's definitely gonna get into one of these nails at one point, because that always happens to me when I'm painting my nails. I always manage to drag my hair through my nails. The other day I was eating something and a hair got in my mouth while I was eating, and I accidentally swallowed it, and it was still attached to my head, so I had to like pull it from my own throat, and it was like, it was so horrible. But yeah, what do we got? I went through my jellies today. I just got more hair in my mouth. I went through all my jellies today because I feel like a jelly base will be perfect, and then we'll put like a more opaque version of that color over the top. So I have, let's see here. Let's see if I can figure out how these cameras work. The light, we'll work on the lighting eventually. This is Orly's Poolside. This is one of they did like a jelly trio. I have some ice cream nails. This is Oh Snap, which is the orange. These, I've had these for many years now, the ice cream nail ones. They smell really weird, like bad. We have Cirque Colors Butter Jelly, or as it's actually known, Citron Jelly. The focus on this camera is not something I understand yet, obviously, so we're going to have to work on that. And then Ice Cream Nails Step Off for the green, because I was just going for a rainbow, because rainbows are easy. And then Ice Cream Nails Let's Bounce. I don't know if they sell... These were like neon jellies. I don't know if they sell those anymore, but... And then for the opaque part, you can see I went all Orly. So we have Purple Crush for the pink. For the orange, we have, this is Bird of Paradise. The yellow is Claim to Fame. Green is Plastic Jungle. This is definitely one of the best Orly greens. Not as good as Elysian Fields, of course, but it's still a really good Orly green. And then Blue Tango, which I feel like maybe half of these are... I feel like a lot of these are from the same collection. I don't know. And then for my base, I'm going to use the Lacquer 22. This is called Come Undone. And this is like a, like, what do you call it? Like, it blurs your nail line, like a visible nail line blurring base. No purple, no, because I only have 5 fingers. So I don't actually have a good purple jelly. I was going to either do blue or purple at the end. I wasn't sure, but I don't really have a fun colored purple jelly. The only purplish jelly I have is, it's like Something Haze by Cirque. And that one's really, like, muted and gray. So I was like, this is kind of a rainbow, right? And then for the top and bottom of the nail cap, grow a 6th one, please. I went to high school with a guy who he was born with, what do you call it, like polydactylism. He had an extra thumb on each hand when he was born. And so he had to have them removed. So he had, like, this, like, if this is his hand, like, right here, he had this huge, like, circular scar where they had removed the thumb. I heard Orly was discontinuing Synthetic Symphony. Well, that's a mistake. I mean, I guess unless the numbers are bad on it, which would make sense if for them to discontinue. But for the silver portion, this is Essie's No Place Like Chrome. And I'll zoom you guys in a little bit when I actually paint my nails. But this is like one of my favorite kind of silver polishes, I guess. I haven't worn it in a while. There's like this one, there was a gold, and there's like a rose gold. And I actually have the rose gold on my toes right now. And then I found this in my drawer. I didn't even remember that I had this. It's a brand new bottle of the Polished for Days crystalline top coat, which is a nice top coat. I like that one. The only reason I like the, what do you call it? The Glisten and Glow one more, because I feel like this and the Glisten and Glow perform pretty equally. The only reason I like the Glisten and Glow one even more than this is because you can buy like backup bottles. Like I bought a 4-ounce bottle of the Glisten and Glow recently, and that just came in the mail. I have a polydactyl cat. Yeah, that I only know that it's called that in cats. I don't know if it's called that in humans, but I'm just going to assume. Also, I'm drinking Powerade Zero, the mixed berry flavor. I don't know any of the flavor names. But I've had a headache for like a month. So I think I'm like, am I just dehydrated all the time? Or something else going on? So I need to go to the doctor again because I went and they were like, oh, it's probably a sinus thing. But I had like a huge sinus surgery when I was a kid and had like a bunch of stuff removed from like in my face here. And I never had a sinus infection again until recently. And so now I'm like, I had like a tumor in my face when I was a kid. Like not to alarm anyone, but like I had a tumor and it was like removed and it solved all my sinus issues. And now I'm like, why am I having sinus issues again? Do I have another tumor? Like what's going on? So I need to go talk to my doctor about that. But yeah, so I guess without further shregnant, no, I'm not shregnant. I guess without further ado, let's hop right into painting some of my nails and we can chat. So let me see if I can zoom this in without making everybody like seasick. Is it working? No, it's not working. Oh, here's the problem. I have no idea what I'm doing. I did this earlier and it worked. Why isn't it working now? Oh, that's why. Because I was pressing the wrong button. See, I don't know anything about this camera. Okay. Let me move some of this out of the way. So I guess the first thing I should do is probably put down base coat. I just put these down in the wrong order. So, do you guys have any plans for today? Because I have like a long weekend. Check your thyroid levels. Yeah, I'm on, I have hypothyroidism. I do have a thyroid problem. So they do get checked every time I go to the doctor. So they'll probably check them again. But yeah, so I think, is that good? Do you guys want it zoomed in more? What am I doing wrong here? Okay. The struggle is real. I don't know anything about cameras. There we go. Going to a Pokemon trading card event? That's cool. When I was a kid, we used to have something like that at like our local mall. And I remember going and you could like earn badges and stuff. And I never earned any because I wasn't like any good at the game. But I really wanted to earn the badges. Okay, so this is the Lacquer 22 blurring base. And I know when you first put it on, it doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like it's making much of a difference. But I find that over some of the thinner polishes, it definitely makes a difference. There we go. So I'm still trying to like work out this setup, obviously. So please bear with me. Just cleaning, my D&D game got canceled. That sucks. I think Rob he had a game last night. He doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons specifically, but he does play like a lot of tabletop RPGs, and his friends, they all play on Discord together. And I think this one that he's playing in is like a Star Wars one. I don't know like much about like the games necessarily. I I've played in a couple, but a lot of them are very fantasy based. Yeah, he plays Warhammer ones too. He plays a lot of like 40K ones. He's done, oh man, I bought him one recently. I can't remember. It's like Hunter the Reckoning. I bought him that one. He plays a lot. The only one he doesn't play is like Dungeons and Dragons. For me, I'm just not a big fantasy person. And so like the Dungeons and Dragons one, like it's just not my vibe. I did play in one that a friend of mine, she GM'd, and I feel like I just can't take it seriously, but my character, her name was Del Belfine, and she loved pickles, and she always had a jar of pickles on her. So that's what I did. Okay, and we're not going to do both hands because I usually just, if I do nail art on this hand, on my left hand, I usually just paint the right hand like the corresponding base colors because I'm not left-handed. The listing is completely gone for Synthetic Symphony. Hang on a second. Now I gotta check that out. What are we doing? Orly Beauty. I always go to orly.com first and then it's not correct. Let's see here. Synthetic Symphony. Can I spell? It's gone. 0 results. So apparently it's done. Huh. Okay, well, hopefully you guys got your Synthetic Symphonies while it was still there. My husband has too many piles, so I have to do double duty. Of like cleaning up. Rob definitely makes a lot of piles. He's a pile-driven person. I'm very much like, once you finish using something, it's time to put it away. And Rob is very much like, let's make the biggest pile in the world. Okay, should I do... Oh, I don't like wearing jewelry while I'm doing my nails, so I gotta take that off. Well, thank God it only takes 4 lifetimes to get through a bottle of Orly. Yeah, it definitely does. These are... What are they? They're 18 milliliters. As far as I know, these are the biggest bottles in like mainstream nail polish and non-mainstream nail polish. Have you tried the Orly hand cream? No, I haven't. Is it any good? I just, I like hand cream, but I feel like it always leaves my hands super oily and I get really, I don't like that feeling. You know what I mean? Let's see. Should I do my thumb pink? Should we go like, start with a thumb and then do like orange, yellow, green, blue on the pinky? Or should we go in reverse? I feel like it should be the thumb is pink. So, let's see. You guys can see it's cold and you can tell because the beginning of my nail here is like purple right now. So, let's see. I figure I'll do 2 coats of the jelly base. Maybe. Depending. Yeah, we're going to need 2, I think. These are jellies, so they're intentionally a little bit sheer. I know not everybody likes that, but I think for nail art purposes, it does work pretty well. Let's see. I thought I had autofocus on, but I don't, so, and I don't know how to turn it on now. And we're not going to try. I'm going to mess it all up. So glad I got Synthetic Symphony a few weeks ago. I bet if you go to like a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx or something like that, you'll be able to find it there. It might just be they ran out. Maybe they're restructuring their website. Who knows? Somebody send them an email and ask them. This is the Ice Cream Nails Orange. I know a lot of people don't like these bottles. I think they're super cute because they look like a little ice cream cone. And then we have Citron Jelly. The hand cream has a very chemically sweet smell to it, and it takes a while to absorb, but it works really well despite having no jojoba in it. For me, it's like the chemically sweet smell, it makes me feel nauseous. I don't know why. Like, I just feel like kind of nauseated. Would you recommend these Orly jellies? So, They did a trio I think it was last year or maybe a year and a half ago. And it was poolside, and then there was a yellow and a blue. And I found, like, I tried the Orly jellies when I was, like, making here, let me show you. So before I picked all my colors, I pulled out this swatch wheel. So this yellow here is the Orly yellow jelly, and I felt like that was too opaque for my purposes. And then this is the Orly blue jelly, and I feel like that one's a little bit better, but I just felt like the yellow was weirdly opaque for being a jelly, so I opted out of it for this purpose. But I do really like the Orly jellies. But like somebody mentioned, they were like, I think, a limited thing. I'm sure they'll probably bring them back at some point or something like that. I do have some of their jellies that have like glitter in them too, and those are pretty fun. But I think the only finish that I don't like from Orly, and you guys have heard me, if you watch me regularly, you've heard me say it's their metallics that are like, they're just so streaky. But in their spring collection that they just sent me recently, I didn't have that problem at all with it. So I don't know if they're changing up their formula or what, but they're doing a good job there. I did find all the Orly jellies in Marshall's, did not pick them up. I have way too many similar things. Yeah, if you're just getting into jellies, might be a good one to grab, but like if you have a lot, I found that like some of them do look similar to other jellies I have. So, I mean, just like any brand, you might have something similar. Oh, this nail polish smells so bad. It's just like, you know how you've had a nail polish for a long time and it just starts to stink? You can barely see it. It's like barely green, but I feel like with a second coat it'll be okay. But this one, these ice cream nails, they stink so bad right now. Ugh. So this weekend is a long weekend for me. I have President's Day off. For some reason I get like a lot of like school holidays off, even though I don't work at a school. I work in an office, which I'm not complaining. It's nice for me. But yeah, so I just am having kind of like a chill weekend. We don't really have much for plans. Yesterday, we went and we toured a wedding venue. So that was the first venue that we looked at. And I think it's the last venue that we're looking at, because I honestly really liked it. And so did Rob, and my parents came with us to kind of check it out. Because like I wanted their opinions, and I know that they had said they might, help us out a little bit. And so I felt like it was important for them to kind of see what we were potentially looking at. It's not far from where I live, and honestly, so my sister and I, we both got engaged like within like a week of each other, and she's definitely a lot more flexible with where she can and can't get married. Like she doesn't really have as many constraints, but for me, because Rob's entire family is flying in pretty much, and also we're getting married in a church because Rob is Catholic. We have to kind of get married within the radius of the church, because we have to have our venue be like within like a 20-minute radius of the church or something like that. Hi, Stacy, I've acknowledged you. Okay, I'm in the middle of a sentence, girl. Calm down. But yeah, so we didn't have a lot of choices, So this was kind of the one that looked the best within that radius. And so I was like, man, I hope that it looks as good in person as it does on the website. And it definitely did. And everybody liked it. And so I did put a hold on a date, which is in March of next year, not of 2024, because I told both Stacy and my sister, And then I had to make sure that they knew it was 2025, not 2024, because they're like, not this year, right? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not getting married in a week and a half. Like, calm down. So yeah. Bird, no, I haven't gone dress hunting yet, but that's kind of like the next step here. Oh, hi, Diana. I love Diana more than you, Stacy. Just kidding. No, Diana's a bully. Diana is Stacy's like best friend, and she bullies me constantly, even though we don't even talk outside of Polish and Beauty Expo. 2 commercials? I'm sorry. Like, if you guys are getting like an insane amount of ads, please let me know, because YouTube has like a new way of putting ads on videos where you kind of leave it up to YouTube and you can choose like minimal, balanced, or like the extreme amount. And I chose balanced. So if you guys are getting like a silly amount of ads, then I need to kind of reevaluate what's going on. So yeah. The venue though that we chose, it's got like a lot of greenery in it. And because we're going to be getting married in more like, I guess March is technically spring, but like in Michigan, to me, it still feels a little bit wintry. I don't know. I feel like greenery is going to be the way to go. And it just looks really unique to anything that I've seen around here. So like I said, I put like a hold on it, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see. That's exactly how we were. I knew what I wanted, but seeing in person just confirmed the right venue. Yeah, that's kind of, I was like, the online photos make it look really good, but you know how sometimes something looks super nice online and then you see it for real and you're like, oh, they definitely edited these photos. Let's see. Hoping they make the full size of the Halloween advent calendar. I know, yeah. That was the thing with Orly's advent calendar with Kelly Marissa, was I really liked the polishes, but them being like minis, I was like, no, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that for minis. Oh my God, you guys. Sometimes talking is exhausting. I really wanted to get to PBE this year, but instead I have to figure out a 20-year anniversary trip looking for a place neither of us has been before. That will be so fun though. Not knocking PBE. I love PBE, but doing a 20-year anniversary trip, that sounds like a blast. Let me know if you figure out a really fun place, because like Rob's been to a lot of countries and I've only been to like only. I mean, that's pretty, as an American, I've been to a lot more countries than your average American, I would say, but ads everywhere, that's really annoying. I don't know why. So next time I guess I'll have to do like the lesser one, because it's supposed to be balanced. That's rude. YouTube. I don't think I need to clean this up. I think it looks fine. So I don't know what to do now. So we have our creams to do the what are they called? Lava lamps. So if you're just joining us, let me show you guys again, because I just showed this once at the beginning. The nail art that I'm doing is based off of this Top Knot Nails nail art that looks like lava lamps. So I'm just doing like a jelly base and then a cream blob, which in theory should be really easy, but I'm super scared. Let's see. The places we want to go are all currently unsafe. I know that's the problem, is it's tough to find a place where you're going to have a really good time. It's a reasonable amount of money and nobody's going to get hurt, you know? What's the name of this collection? This is just a random amalgamation of stuff from my collection. I guess a lot of them are Orly's, but that's just because I really like Orly. I've only seen 2 short ads. I don't know why some people are getting a lot and some people aren't. I have, what do you call it? I have YouTube Premium, so I just don't get ads, which I don't know. Like, I think it's worth it, but and for your creators, they still get paid when you watch. Like, I can see like a breakdown on my ad revenue of people who watched ads and then people who have YouTube Premium who watch my videos. So you still get a cut, but I don't know the financials of it. I don't super pay. Like, I'm just like, cool, I made this much money and then I put it in my bank account. Like, I don't pay too much attention. Maybe YouTube hates me because I kept reporting the pros ads. What is pros? Is that like some crazy... Diana is judging you for having YouTube Premium. Well, you know what, Stacy? Rob wanted YouTube Premium, so we got YouTube Premium. She said she didn't know you're filthy rich. Well, I don't live in California, so my money goes a little bit further than yours. California is expensive. So I also have Premium, so can't weigh in. Yeah, YouTube Premium is nice. And then I'll have like my sister over and her fiance, and we'll be like throwing YouTube videos up on the TV, and suddenly we'll get an ad because they don't have Premium. And I'm just like, who did this? Because I'm not used to watching ads. So, pros is hair care stuff. I don't do anything to my hair. It's just straight, long horse girl hair. So let's see. Let me turn off this window. There we go. No problem with the ads. It's okay. I know, like, everybody's like, oh, I want to support you, and that's fine. I appreciate that, but I also think like it can get really annoying really fast. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching them, but I'll try and figure something out for the next one. So how do I do the blobs without ruining everything? I have nail art brushes, and then I have like dotting tools, which I could like kind of do like a blob like that. Maybe I should test it on the mat first. That's what this mat is for, right? I really only watch YouTube, so Premium is worth it. Yeah, like I don't have cable. I haven't had cable since I moved out of my parents' house. And let's try the dotting tool. Yeah, I feel like the dotting tool is like the best way, and then I can kind of go over it a few times. Make really organic shapes. Oh, I just ruined it. Where'd my napkin go? It's over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we have YouTube Premium, and then we have Amazon Prime, which they just added ads to Prime, which is annoying. And you have to pay an extra like $3 a month or something if you want the ads gone. I'm like, come on. And then my sister's fiance has Max or HBO, and so we're on his account. And then my sister has Hulu, so we all share our streams. But I need to do my nails, but I've been swatching all week, dude. I literally, if I have a confession, I was not planning to stream today, but the real reason I'm streaming is because I filmed an entire video except for the live swatches, and like I didn't take any of the swatch photos either, and I didn't feel like doing it. So I was gonna do my video for the Forget Me Not Nails, the Crackle You Crackle Me Up collection. I gotta get there. But if you want to see, all right, we're just gonna go in and try it. If you want to see a video on that, wow, the light is like blowing it out. Oh no, the colors are just way too close. We'll see how this goes. But if you want to see a video on that, Amanda from It Is Amanda, she just did her video on them as well. And I think that came out yesterday. I saw it in my feed. I need to go watch it. So, check that out. I'm going to go back over this again when it dries. We'll come back to that one. YouTube Premium is so worth it. I cannot with Prime and the ads. I know. I was like, So I was watching House for a while, and then I stopped for a little bit because I kind of know how it ends. And I was like, I'm not ready for it. And then I went back this week to finish it up. And all of a sudden I'm getting ads. And I was like, excuse you? And I Googled it and it was like, yeah, guess what? Now you've got to pay to remove the ads. And I'm like, Prime is over $100 a year already. How is that not included? Like, come on, Amazon. You guys are already like gajillionaires. Blessings to the people who share their accounts. My friend gave me her Peacock password so I can watch The Office all day. Yeah, I just feel like, here's my thing. I'm paying the same amount, whether I'm using 1 slot on the account or 5 slots on the account. So why would I not like give those slots to somebody else? And then it's like they share with me and then we just all have fun together and it's just fine. Like I don't need to get paid for every single thing, you know? And I know some people feel differently and that's fine, but see, that one is definitely way more prominent. That's what I was going for. So we'll do like a second coat on the pink one. And it definitely looks like an organic blob, which is fun. Prime is so shady for throwing ads in without much warning. Did they warn us at all? Like, I don't even know. I didn't pay attention if they did. And then my stupid credit card, I have an American Express, which I got when I worked. I used to travel a lot for work, and so I got like the Delta one because we would fly specifically with Delta. And then I upgraded to one where it's like you pay a little bit of money and then you get like a yearly fee, which is like annoying, but you get a free plane ticket every year. And we fly a lot. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll do that. And then I got a note that it's like, I think the cost of the card is going to go up like, I can't remember, it was like 50 or $100. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, everything is so expensive nowadays. I'm shaking the table. I'm sorry. That's how much rage I'm filled with. I just received my 8 and 32 ounce Zoya remover. Okay. I love the Zoya remover, but you guys, you guys have to see my bottle. So, my Zoya Remove Plus bottle, for some unknown reason, it like has bent out of whack, and that's just from sitting there. Like, it just sits there. It's empty now because I used up the rest of it, but like, I don't know what's going on. I have another one of these that has just regular acetone in it. Never does it. Only does it with Zoya Remove Plus. I don't know why. And it's only been after a few years of having it, so I don't know. Jeff can have my money. Convenience is worth it to me. You sound like Rob. Like, Rob's very much like, I will pay a fee if it means I have to do less work. Okay, why is everyone acting like I did this? Okay. I did not. This is not my fault. I did not bite it, Linry. Did not. I did nothing to it. I have opened it to let the air back in. Guess what? It does nothing. I've tried to squeeze it back into shape. Oh. It's kind of popping back in. It's just like, as I use it, for some reason, it just starts. It's not like I'm like shoving on it any worse because, like I said, this one has regular acetone in it. It has never done that. It's totally fine. But this one that I consistently put Remove Plus in always bends. And every time I post this on my stories, people are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. I'm literally setting it on the freaking table and it does it on its own. So stop saying it's me. Biting it sounds like something I would do. Yeah, I know. I know it does, but I didn't, I swear. Although the texture of these bottles, yeah, it's pretty biteable. So I did just bite it this time, but that's the only time, I promise. Nobody clip that, please. My Zoya remover did that also. Yeah, and Abe's Nail Babe, I think, also had his do that. Near the heater, no, they're all sitting together in the same spot. My heater is on the other side of the room. It's not next to it's not next to a window. Like for a while I thought maybe it was temperature. I don't know if it's like a combination of the temperature and now we have video evidence of me biting. I shouldn't have done it. It was like the intrusive thought. I think it's just whatever the chemical is in Remove Plus, plus whatever like my temperature is, because it seems to happen more in the winter time. So I think it might be cold plus some kind of chemical reaction. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, these are looking pretty cute. Hillary bit a Remove Plus bottle. That was one time. It was just now. All right, let's do the yellow. See, I'm not a good nail artist. I'm all over the place. I just wanted to actually just hang out and talk, and I just am doing nail art as a guise for hanging out and chatting with people. I think that's really what YouTube has become for me. Is I don't care. I just want to hang out. Oh, but yeah, back to the wedding stuff. So I've had a lot of people ask me about, like, have I decided on wedding nails and stuff like that, which obviously is a very big decision. That's like the biggest decision of the day, right? And I was like, I really want to choose my venue and then kind of go from there. And that's how I'll choose like the vibe. And I'm glad that I did, because like I said, the venue has kind of more like a natural, it looks like a greenhouse almost inside, which I'm excited about because I want to do greenery. My two best friends, they got married in February a few years ago, and they did like greenery and I think like some baby's breath, and it looked beautiful. And I didn't know like that was like a thing that people did. And so I really, really want to do like greenery instead of just straight up flowers, which I think is probably going to be just as expensive as flowers. But it'll look really nice. Don't I have one picked out? What do you mean? Like, do I have my wedding nails picked out? I don't know. I was kind of like thinking I might do something bold, but then the more I think about it, I'm not really sure. So I think I want to do for like our colors, and I got to talk to Rob about this because like obviously, you know, his opinion matters too. He's pretty involved, which is good. But I want to do maybe more neutrals and like light soft greens, which I think are kind of like popular for like fall winter weddings. Let's do 3 blobs on the green nail because I like green. And I was thinking about doing like a matte look. Chanel Hollow. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but I'm kind of like between that, which was a gift from Rob, which is like the most expensive polish in my collection. So I was thinking about doing that, but that's what I got engaged in. So I was like, should I do the same thing? So I'm torn between that or doing some kind of like really fun matte kind of neutral and green look. I don't know. We'll do a stream about it at some point. No Pruglies for your special day. I feel like I have some people who would yell at me if I wore Elysian Fields on my wedding day. Are you going to grow your nails out for the wedding? I would like to, because I do love having the long nails. But I'm also enjoying this length here. I do feel like this has suited me. I don't know. I made an Orly Color Labs color for my wedding, and I couldn't use it because the formula was so lumpy. Oh no. See, that's really fun though, to make your own polish for your wedding day. So I like the thought behind it. That's really fun. But that sucks that it was too lumpy. Gotta incorporate it somehow. Maybe I'll wear it on my toes. I like the idea of greenery. You could have small plants on the reception tables that you could take home. That would be cute. Yeah, so for me, I told Rob this and he's in agreement. I don't want to do wedding favors because it just feels like a waste of money that like most people don't care about. But I don't know. We're still, I guess it's like a year out, but we'll see. Maybe Moxie could do something. That might be fun. Maybe I'll ask her, you want to do my custom wedding color? Let's do the blue blobs. I like the green blobs. I know, I do too. I like the rainbow beans. Yeah, they do kind of, I feel like once I put the silver on, it will look a little bit more like what we're doing, what we're going for. I wore lavender to match my bouquet. That's really fun. Hillary's breaking out of her comfort zone. I was so anxious because I was like, okay, I know people will watch this because I get asked a lot to do nail art videos. And I think it's funny you guys like them for me because I'm not good at this. But as soon as I scheduled it on YouTube, I was like, oh no, now I have to do it because everybody knows that I decided I was going to do it. Reach out to a brand and have a mediocre wedding collection. That would be so funny. I really enjoy like working with brands. I wish that more wanted to work with me. I know that I need to reach out to them, but I feel so like, I don't know. It's hard to put yourself out there and reach out to a brand and be like, hey, I want to work with you, because it almost feels like I'm a small creator, I'm a very small creator in this niche. When you look at like who are the big creators, the first thing I think of are like Christine and Kelly Marissa, they're like the big ones. And then you get like, I feel like in our niche, which is more like indie and not just reviews, but other stuff, like the people I think about as like the big creators in my end of nails, I think of Janixa, I think of It Is Amanda. Like I look at them and I'm like, they know what they're doing and I'm just here. Like I'm just playing along. And so I always feel really self-conscious about reaching out to a brand and being like, hey, I want to work with you, because I don't want them to think I'm like doing like a cash grab. And I don't know how to like sell myself in a way to be like, hey, here's what I can bring to the table. I don't know. It's silly. It's definitely like an overthinking thing. It's so funny because like in like my day-to-day job, I'm so confident in like when I go into an interview, I'm like, here's what I can do. Here's what I'll do. Stacy, can Diana be my plus one? She already is. I was already going to account for that. So don't even, she's already on my guest list. How do you even start that convo? Hello, I would like to work together. Yeah, it's the first time I reached out to a brand, it was Color Club. And I found on their website, like they had like a spot where you could reach out to them. And I was like, hey, I really like your stuff. And I do talk about you on my channel. And I sent them like links as examples. That's the thing. Like if I've never talked about them on my channel, I definitely feel extra weird about asking them. But I reached out to them and they did send me a collection, and then they never sent me anything again. I did the same thing with China Glaze. I reached out to them once. They sent me one collection, and then all of a sudden I started getting like a year later, like literally a year later, I started just getting PR from them. So I don't know. It's like really random. I've had brands reach out to me. Like, for example, Starly reached out to me and was like, we would like to put you on our PR list. And that was really cool. I reached out to Orly, I think, but that was cool. I just started sharing my love for nail polish on all my platforms. Reached out to Zoya and Orly. They said yes. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, the worst thing they can do is say no. And then what? Try again 6 months later. I don't know. I would imagine indie brands would be the easiest to reach out to. See, those are the ones I'm the most scared to reach out to, because I feel like a bigger brand, like a corporation level brand, it's pennies. It's like pennies for them to send out some of this stuff. It comes out of their advertising budget, I think, a lot of the times. Whereas like with indie brands, their advertising budget definitely is not as big. And I think it cuts deeper for them. And so I feel more apprehensive asking them. I don't know. I need to add another layer of pink onto this. I feel like you can kind of see it now. How do you guys bend your thumb? I feel like I can't make the thumb come on camera correctly. Maybe they watch and then decide, yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm like, I like to be like goofy on my channel. And like, if something's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. But I like to say it in like a funny way. Like, I just like to be a little bit of a comedian about it. And so I hope that like brands don't always take that personally, because I'm just being silly. But I'm always worried, like, sometimes I say stuff in a really absurd way, and I'm like, oh, they're going to hate that when they see that on my channel. Did that make it any more visible to you guys? Probably not. But I can see it in real life. I should probably put another blob on here, because my thumb is big. Well, now it just looks like a face. Let's put one more blob. There we go. There's enough pink blobs. That's almost too many blobs. A lot of little indie brands are happy to do collabs with people or PR type stuff. It helps them. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's more like a self-conscious thing, you know? Like, because you're saying like, hey, I think that I'm good enough to bring people to your brand. And then it's like, what if it doesn't? Like, what if nobody buys anything? They can also call you ugly and bully you. LOL. Yeah, for real. I rest my thumb on my other fingers. Oh, you probably go like this, which would have been smarter. I got paid for swatching for Plus Life, and it's so validating, but it also seems like so much for a small indie. It's nice of them. Yeah, it is nice when they pay their swatchers, but for me, I definitely, I like getting the nail, like for me, I just like getting the nail polish, and getting paid is great. Any brands watching, I do also like getting paid. But one of the coolest things when I first started getting nail polish for free, I was like, I'm getting free nail polish. Like, I didn't really care about the money. And I definitely understand people who put in a lot of work, they do deserve to get paid. But I don't feel like, for me, I'm just not at that stage. You know, it's like my swatch photos aren't like fantastic. I don't know. I just like getting free nail polish, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I love nail polish. It's just fun to have and to hold and to touch and to play with and to show you guys and talk about. You are a real nail polish lover. I believe brands would love to work with you. I should probably try. I should. Okay, so we have our silver. This is Essie, and it is No Place Like Chrome. This is, the fill line is right about there. I know you can't really see it, but I used to wear this polish all the time. I used to love metallics. I don't know what changed. I don't know. It's not that I don't even love them. It's just, they're so Y2K. And I feel like Y2K stuff right now is very popular with Gen Z. And I feel like a poser if I wear it because I'm old now. I'm 31. I'm like 1 foot in the grave, you know? I'm just kidding. Being 31 is like being 12. I have people who are younger who are like, wow, you're so old. And I'm like, bro, I don't feel old. I feel like a child 90% of the time. The other day, the power went out in half my apartment. And I was like, I have to call my dad. I still call my dad for like everything. I also do free PR. Getting free polish is always nice. So validating to get paid though. Yeah, that's like, for me, it's like, if it's a brand that I'm like obsessed with, if you send me free polish that I was going to buy anyway, that's a win. But if it's like a brand that's like, we want you to try it, we need you to take some pictures, sure, like, pay me. That'd be cool. Metallics can be streaky. They can be, but I feel like the Essie ones are not, at least these ones, they dry down very liquid metal looking. How do you like the Bliss Kiss matte? This is the first matte I bought, and I've had it for about a decade, and I will never buy another matte. It's lasted me so long. It's done so well for me. I know some people really, here, actually, let me zoom out and show you guys the full scope of this matte, because I zoomed in instead because I don't know what I'm doing. So this matte has like these black and white spots here are for like swatching over, so you can test colors over black or white. It has these little cups which are like super nice for like putting, if you want to use like gems or glitter, you can use these to make decals. The only thing that I'm not like obsessed with on this map is like they have like directions printed and like notes printed, and I think that's ugly, but like at the end of the day, a couple words on the mat isn't gonna do like anything, you know. It's totally fine. So I really like this mat. It has done me well. I've bought other mats I bought like a Twinkle Tea one for my sister, and I checked it out. I touched it a little bit, but I was just like, I like the the Bliss Kiss one. I really like this one. I'm 41, be gentle. I'm 52, and I legit feel like I'm 25. That's my thing. Like, I have friends who are much older than me, and I have friends who are much younger than me, and I just feel like when I become friends with someone, in my head, we're just all the same age. I'm like, we're all 30. We're all just 30 now. And then when I turn 32, I'm like, we're all 32. Like, I don't know. Age, when it comes to like friendships or just like living your life, it's not very significant to me. You know, Rob's grandparents are close to 90 and they're still super active. They love the casino. Like, I don't know. I just don't think that it's that big of a deal. And the people who put like the most weight on their age, I feel like a lot of times are just really, they're just a little bit self-conscious, which is fine. You're allowed to be, but I don't know. I've never been concerned about it, you know? At any given moment, I'm either a child or 90 years old. Literally. Rob's like, he's always making fun of me. He's like, sometimes, Hillary, you eat like a toddler and yet you have the hobbies of like a 90-year-old. So I don't understand. Elder millennial, remembering the prom dresses, that exact color. I went to prom because one of my friends asked me to go with her, and I wore a black dress and it had a silver, like, I guess it was like more close to here, but it was like this band that went across. I'm pretty sure it was silver. Ugliest thing I've ever seen. This is the same mat you use and you love it. Yeah, it's really nice. Your mat is stained from dark and bright colors. Mine, I wipe it down pretty regularly, and I've never gotten a stain. And like I said, this mat is about 10 years old, so it's the best quality mat out there. Yeah, the Hollow Taco one, aesthetically, I think it's cute. Like, I like the black mat, but as far as like visibility goes, I feel like the white mat is just where it's at, and also the black shows dust like you would not believe. So you're aging me, Stacy. I don't remember how old you are, but I feel like we're not that far apart. I'm 53 and I'm the lit auntie. Yeah, for real. Like, I just feel like your age is what you make it, you know? It's something you can't change. Why stress it, honestly? So little people get to be old, so it's a privilege. It really is. My dad decided I'm permanently 37 because he couldn't handle his youngest turning 40. In my head, my dad is permanently 40. Like, I don't know why. Like, I just can't handle... How old is my dad? He was born in 66, so however old that is, that's how old my dad is. But I just am like, yeah, my dad's 40. I used to work in a daycare, and a little girl asked me how old my dad was once, and I told her, and she goes, oh, he might die soon. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with kids? Yeah. How are we going to paint this silver on? I don't know what to do. So I have a couple of these brushes. This is the short detailer. Oh, that looks really short though. Okay, that's too small. That's not gonna work. I got these from Orly. They sent these to me a while ago. As you can tell, I haven't used them yet. I think I don't know what to do. Let's see what brushes I have. Black mats look very dirty very fast. Yeah, they really do. I'm like half off the screen, sorry. Kids have no filter. They really don't. It was very fun working in a daycare. I worked in like the 4-year-old room, but also I made like $12 an hour. And I'm sorry, but if you want somebody to take care of your child for 8 hours a day, that's insane. Like, to pay somebody $12 an hour. Taking care of kids is a lot of work, and it's rewarding, but like, oh my God, you know? I said, how am I going to do this? Linry goes, with a brush and confidence. No, I have brushes, but I don't have confidence. Use some liquid latex. I'm actually allergic to latex, like very badly. So I don't have liquid latex. Your dad is 2 years older than my husband. All right. I like to live on the edge and would do it with just the regular polish brush. See, that scares me. $12 for childcare. What year was it? It was less than a decade ago. It was probably 6 years ago. It was 2017. People be paying mortgages now for daycare. Yeah, the daycare I worked at was not a cheap daycare. And I know how much it costs to keep your kids there. It costs $2,000 to $3,000, depending on how many kids you had and how old your kids were. And let me just tell you, monitor, if you have kids and you're sending them to daycare, you need to monitor what they are doing with your kids at the daycare. If they say they have a curriculum, absolutely make sure they're following that curriculum, because my daycare had a curriculum and we did not follow it at all. And it was like, I was like, what are these people paying for? You know, we were supposed to be teaching these kids ASL and Spanish and things like that. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. Like, come on. I mean, they did learn Spanish a little bit, but like, I don't know. I just don't trust a lot of these daycares. And when you're paying the workers $12 an hour, like, they don't care. Trust me, they don't care. What about vinyl? I'm trying to think if I have. I would have to top coat it, wouldn't I? I feel like, you know what? Because I can kind of see the tip of my nail. I might be able to just follow that. We'll see. I'm gonna try this brush. Let's see. I think Rob's home. He went to the gym. He's getting buff. Oh my gosh. Who all is going to Polish and Beauty Expo this year? Because I'm super excited. It seems like a lot more people that I know are going this year than like ever before, so I'm excited to meet everybody. Ooh, let's see. We're gonna try this on like one finger. The problem with this is like metallics dry a lot faster. Okay, we're gonna need a few coats of that, I think. But I think I have the technique down. We ended up having a full-time nanny until my daughter was 5. Then she went to preschool. Honestly, like, you know, everybody has their financial abilities, and I understand like that's not feasible for a lot of people, but I just feel like one-on-one childcare or like very minimal like amounts of kids is just the best way if you have that available to you, because it's just so much better for your kid in the long run. They get a lot more one-on-one time. Let's see. I'm like, can I talk while I do this? We're kind of doing it. I wish I could, but I already have a charity bike ride to do the same weekend. Can't be in 2 places at once. Why not? Just clone yourself. It'll be fine. Polish and Beauty Expo, I forgot. I requested the time off at work, but I can't remember when it is. I kind of got this. Oh my gosh. See, the problem with like doing nail art on camera is like I feel like I need to go faster than I'm going. Actually, that does not look bad. Wow, okay. Oh no, the bully is here. Oh my gosh, Nick, you don't have to be so rude. Oh my goodness. Can I do it? Look at that. That's actually what I wanted it to. I mean, I got to do the top too, which is going to be harder, but I'm in a bad mood today. Okay, I should be allowed to bully. You know what, Nick? Turn that frown upside down. I don't know how, but just do it. Nick, the first thing I did when I woke up was drink a Red Bull, so maybe you should do that. Okay. What do we think? That looks pretty good. Right? Okay, so Polish and Beauty Expo is July 13th and the 14th, and it's in Tinley Park. And so it's pretty fun. I've gone 3 years in a row now, or no, 2 years in a row. This will be my third year. And my friend Stacy, she went to the very first one, which was in Tennessee, I think. And then she's gone to the following couple. So she'll have gone to all of them, which is cool. Y'all need water. I know. I have not a Stanley Cup, unfortunate. Well, is it unfortunate? They have lead in them, right? This is a Yeti that I got at the what is that called? You know, the Pyramid in Tennessee that is a Bass Pro Shop? Me and Rob went there. And I got this there. You can get them everywhere, but I got mine at the Pyramid. Okay, so I've done one. Let's see if I can do the rest. And then we'll go back in and we'll do the tops because it's too scary to do the tops right now. But yeah, Polish and Beauty is fun. You can go, I feel like it's, like a lot of people say like, oh, it's in Chicago. It's not in Chicago. It's a bit of a drive from Chicago, but it's like you can go into Chicago on the first day. But they have like the meet and greet on the Saturday, and I like to go to that because it's like 45 or 50 per person, but then it's like you have a buffet, and if you like to drink, there's an open bar, which is fun. And you get to meet like all the makers and other people who are, you know, either also creators or just like nail polish enthusiasts. And so if you go, you know, Rob does not come on camera, but Rob comes to Polish and Beauty with me. So if you're there, you'll actually get to see what he looks like, which I don't know if that's like an appeal to anybody, but I like it. I like to know that people like to meet him too. Cause Rob he's like my biggest supporter, and he's done a lot to assist me with my channel. And I just really appreciate, because like, I feel like I talk to a lot of, like, specifically a lot of women who, like, their husbands, their partners, they are not very supportive of their hobbies. They see them as like frivolous and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just think that's kind of lame. I think I need to fix that one just a little bit. Oh my gosh, why isn't it focusing? Please focus. Oh, why did it do that? I don't know how this camera works at all. Oh my God. I have too many Yetis, but I love them. I am not like a big Yeti person. My parents got really into them. They're like, they kept trying to like buy them for me. And I was like, I don't want one. And then when I worked at that daycare, like I said, a lot of the parents for like Teacher Appreciation Week were always buying me Yetis. And I was like, guys, I don't want these. So I would just give them to Rob. He likes them. And like the big selling point, they're like, it keeps your drink cold for so long. And I'm like, just drink the drink. Like, I don't need ice in it the next morning. Like, come on. I think Latanya from Lashes to Lacquer lives in Tinley Park. She's always she's been at the past 2 PBEs that I went to, and she did like a bunch of lives and stuff. She works hard. I am impressed by like her going live and stuff all the time on Instagram. I feel like I would be I have to like hype myself up to go live. I feel so awkward. But then you just start talking to yourself alone in a room for a while and you get used to it. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm getting too confident. I've gained too much confidence from this nail art so far. Look at that. That's cute. I'm doing such a good job. Good job, Hillary. You're so amazing. I would love meeting Rob maybe next year. I wonder what Rob looks like. Stacy, you lived with him for like a week, you know. Let's see. My man built me a shelf for my polish and has been begging to build me a second one. See, that's the kind of energy that I want to see from a man. Or just a partner in general, I should say. Not just men. Obviously, we're not all heterosexual women in here. It's a blessing to have a supportive spouse. My hubby's very supportive. That's great. I just feel like the I hate my wife meme can become so real sometimes. My husband can say nothing about my polish hoard because he's constantly buying sports cards. My hubby is one of those who doesn't take my hobby seriously. I always am just like, because some of the hobbies that I see men get into, I'm like, this is just as frivolous. So I don't know. My husband gives me no crap about my nail polish and cross stitch since he buys camera lenses the size of babies. See, Rob heckles me a little bit about my cross stitch hoard because he's like, he'll come in the room and he's like, are you cheating on me with Mr. Stitch? That's his new thing. He just keeps calling it Mr. Cross Stitch. Because if I'm not doing nail stuff, I'm cross stitching. 100% I'm cross stitching. Wow. It's perfect. Let's see if I can get the top. He likes all the end result of my cross stitch stuff, but I feel like he understands nail polish more because I've just been doing it around him longer. But when it comes to cross stitch, he's because there's so many different types of fabric and floss and colors and patterns, he's just I don't know, I'm staying out of this one. I can only have so many cups. Rob sounds like a great guy. My husband was going to come with out of support, but now my sister will be coming with me, so it'll be our girls' weekend. That'll be fun. Definitely come say hi at the meet and greet. I'm getting really warm. For me, it's all about the color, nail polish. I look at my stupid green cup and it makes me so happy. I definitely get the Stanley Cup girlies who are hoarding every color. I'm I don't get it because I'm not big on cups, but I get it because I'm big on collecting every color of something. So I totally do understand. My husband bought me nail polish for Valentine's Day. Rob came home with 2 different boxes of chocolate because he didn't know which one I would like more. So he just got me both. I got cats. I'm good. Some men paint miniatures. Yeah, so Rob used to play 40K, which you paint minis in, but his least favorite part was painting the minis. So I was just okay. A hobby should be frivolous. I agree. Why? A lot of times I'll be cross-stitching and people will be like, you can sell that. And I'm like, do you know how much time and effort it takes to do anything? Hang on a second. I've got... This is the biggest thing I've ever stitched so far. And it's 70,000 stitches. And that took me 2 years on and off of work. And 2 years on and off of work, nobody's going to pay what that's worth. You know what I mean? So I don't see the point. Let's see. We've got a lot of, how many people are here? 81. That's pretty good. I keep losing my water tumbler, so I keep buying cheap, simple, modern ones. I only recently got into nail polish, and my husband keeps telling me to buy more. Literally, that's how Rob was when I first got into it. I don't know. What are you going to choose for your year in stitches today? I'm not sure yet. I have an alarm in my phone for 7 p.m. every day, and that's when I kind of sit down and choose. So I'm doing, for those of you who don't watch my cross-stitch channel, I didn't do my thumb. Oops. I've been doing this project for the year of 2024, which I've called my year in stitches. And I'm basically, I've created a stitch diary. And every single day, I guess I should just do a lava lamp, Linry. That's smart. Oh my God, I can't do this. But I just create one little motif that I stitch, and at the end of the year, I will have just a big kind of like stitch diary, essentially. Uh-oh, I'm messing this one up. Oh my god. I'm panicking. You ever get too overconfident? And then there's like not much left in this, so I'm like trying to get it out. Let's see. I need to figure out the focus on this so that I can do a better job, but I just set this up this morning, so I don't know. I'll have to clean up some of the edges, but this is actually so cute. Thank you, Top Knot Nails, for posting something that I'm capable of doing. Okay, this one's not going well. There we go. Fixed-ish. Oh my god. Breathe, you got this. I've stopped breathing. I'm panicking. Let's see here. There we go. The problem is I feel like I have to talk the whole time, but sometimes you just can't do stuff while you're talking, you know what I mean? But I'm like, dead air. Okay, I'll have to definitely clean up off my skin, but I'll do that last. Okay. Nail art is just going from confidence to panic attacks. That's how I feel right now. Let's see. My boyfriend helps me pick my polish theme when I don't have an idea. Yeah, I'll like bring out like a handful of colors when I can't decide, and I'll be like, Rob, just pick one, because I never know what to pick. When you have so many, it's just like, what do I do? I have about 3,500 bottles of polish. Whoa. I think I have more than 2,000, but I'm doing a de-stash, so we'll see. I'm so bad with nail art. Yesterday I put a mini heart glitter on my nails. I'm so proud of myself. I feel like if you force yourself to sit down, this is just like any type of art where if you force yourself to like practice a little bit, it's definitely gonna become easier with time. The only problem is it's just I don't force myself to practice a little bit. Okay, so for the top, I feel like I need a striping brush to kind of make an outline, but I don't know which brush to use. Like, people who use, like, the crazy long, like, these ones, I don't know how they use these. With nail art, I know all my nails won't look the same, and I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You just gotta, like, tell yourself it's gonna be fine. This brush isn't gonna work either. I don't know what brush to use. I feel like if I don't use, like, a super flexible brush, it's not gonna come out right. Decals and nail stickers help so much. I really like I know, like, some people have had, like, bad experiences with them, and some people have had good experiences. I'm somebody who's had good experiences with the Deco Miami stickers. I really like those. Yeah, I just put this in my mouth, so what? This is a brush. I think that this is going to be the brush I need to use to make the outline for the top. The orange is low-key giving puffy Cheetos. I was at the store yesterday, and they had Cheetos pretzels. And I was like, oh, I kind of want some of those, because I love pretzels. Okay. Kind of. Sort of. I think I kind of... And then I can just fill that in. That'll give me like a base to work with. That's what I'll do. Thank God for vinyl decals. I like the vinyl decals, but it's just like, I feel like they take so long to like deal with that I'm just like, ugh. Okay. I just dipped that in acetone and that tasted so bad, so I would not recommend. Okay, that's actually, so I'm like setting the brush down and then like just twisting my nail, and it's creating exactly the shape I want. And then I'll just fill it in. I missed the beginning. Can you share what polishes you use for the base, please? Yeah, so let me just run through them real quick. So for I'm using like jellies for the base. So for the pink, I have Orly's Poolside. For the orange jelly, I have Ice Cream Nails Oh Snap, which is like one of their neon jellies. The yellow is Citron Jelly by Cirque. This is one of my favorite jellies because I feel like it looks like melted butter. The green is Step Off by Ice Cream Nails. And the blue is another Ice Cream Nails. They did like a whole set of these jellies. And this one's called Let's Bounce. And then I just went in with like a more opaque color and just did like blobs on there. And now we're putting some silver on in order to kind of create like the top and bottom kind of caps for our lava lamp. Wow, this is like the ideal scenario. This is working out so well. I love water decals. They're so thin. Yeah, I have a lot of water decals I need to use. They're so easy to use, like deceptively easy. You'd think they'd be harder than they are. That tastes so bad. But it's the only way to get... Oh no. I'm doing the Radium Girls thing where I'm like, let me just lick the tip and try to point they call it lip pointing. Don't look up Radium Girls if you don't know what they are. You'll just get sad for the rest of the day. Let's try this one. Perfect. Oh my god, no. I know, I just knocked the whole table. Sorry that this table's shaky. It's literally like it's like a, what do you call it? Like a TV dinner table. Girl, why do you keep eating acetone? Because I know that's how the Radium Girls died. That's why I'm like, why did I do this? I read a book about them and I was just like, wow, this is horrible. What's with people putting brushes in their mouth? Because you have to point the tip so that it, you get the finer point. I don't know. I'm not going to die from acetone. It'll be fine. There we go. This is going to be the hard one to do because it's like the base of my 4 fingers is like just as curved as my nail. But then for my thumb, I have like kind of a wider flat base. Just use your fingers. Yeah, well, but now it's like a little bit flat. You can do that with your hand. I know, but it's just more fun that way. I just stick stuff in my mouth a lot. I don't know. It's a problem. If you weren't here earlier, I bit a bottle, so. Okay, this one might be the troublemaker. Let's see here. Oops, got a little wide, but that's okay. I think we've got our bases, and now I can kind of fill it in with a different brush. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize I've been here for over an hour. Sometimes you just start talking to yourself and Diana, that's what the Radium Girls said. Well, I have no argument for that. Yeah, if you're not aware, the Radium Girls are the women who during wartime painted the watches with radium paint so that the what do you call it? The watch face would glow, and they were reassured many times that radium was not a danger to them. And then they would get this thing called phossy jaw, which would literally make their bones rot from the inside, and their jaws would literally fall off and they would die. So they were lied to, for sure. How am I going to do this? But they did... Oh, wow, that's not great. What if I just made a huge mess and then clean it up? What if I did that instead? That's what I'm going to do. Just make a huge mess and then clean it up after. They did win their lawsuit eventually, but not before a good chunk of them passed away. And this is not the ideal way to do this. Look at that. What a mess. They are responsible for creating a lot of workplace safety that we still implement to this day. So their graves are still radioactive. Yes, it's a really, really sad story, and it absolutely did not have to happen. However, it did change a lot for workplace safety. So thank God we eventually got it figured out. Okay, so this was not the ideal way to fill this in. So we're going to think of a different way. Yeah, it is a sad story, but it is very, very interesting. Like, if you use the brush sideways, yeah, I should just use it sideways. If you are interested in, like, strange history or, like, anything like that, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there. The book I read was very, very long. So if you're not, like, interested in, like, a million details, I would say definitely just search it on YouTube. There's plenty. Wow. This is harder to clean up than I thought. Hang on a second. Let me pull it off camera and try. This was a mistake. We're going to do it sideways the rest of the time. But yeah, I'm really big into, like, crazy history stuff, and, like, I do like hearing about that kind of stuff. So even though it is really sad, I definitely recommend if you like that kind of stuff too. So here we go. It's cleaned up. It looks good, right? Good-ish, probably. Everyone tell me I did such a great job. Let's try the brush sideways this time. There's a movie too that's fictionalized. Oh, I've never heard of the movie. I'll have to check that out. Okay, that's working 100 times better, I think. But I think my paint kind of dried down a little bit, so I might need to add more. Okay. Oops, I'm off camera. Still not the best, but better. Wow, stunning. Thank you. Macabre history is my favorite flavor of neurospicy. Yeah, it's just like one of those things where it's like, I hated history as a kid. I thought it was very boring. I had no interest in it. And then in high school, I had this history teacher that completely changed my view. And he would talk about a lot of, like, do you have a wooded cuticle tipper? Oh, that's smarter. I do have that. I had a teacher who, like, he would talk about a lot of, like, the crazier sides of history. And I remember he talked about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. And from there, it was all over. I was like, oh, wait, history is actually interesting. So from then on, it was just everything. Everything. I love weird history. I cannot clean this up on camera. I'm sorry, guys. It's like the angle is just not doing it for me. So hang on a second and I will show you all cleaned up, or mostly cleaned up. I'm hoping that these are going to be dry enough that by the time I put my top coat on, it won't be too bad. Oh, wow. I can see, like, all the metallic on the side here. There we go. Mostly clean. But yeah, so if anybody has any, like, cool channel recommendations for, like, stuff like that, I'm super interested in, like, weird history. Like, there's a guy that I watch called, his name is, like, Disturbin or something, Disturbin History, and he always has, like, some interesting, like, historical cases that I like. Oh my god, a rock cello group called Rasputina did a song called My Little Shirtwaist Fire. I definitely probably would like that. I don't know why. I was, like, obsessed with the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire for some reason. Okay. I'll do a more thorough cleanup at the end, probably. Maybe. We'll see. Actually, I don't watch Bailey Sarian. I haven't, because she like does her makeup while she does it, right? I haven't watched much makeup content lately, as you can tell, because I haven't worn a lot of makeup lately. Try using Scotch tape. I don't know where my tape is. I gotta go find it. Going to go trade Pokemon cards. All right, get a cool one, champ. I believe in you. I don't know how that works anymore. I used to trade Pokemon cards when I was a kid. We're on the green nail now. Let's see. I can only think of Wendigoon, which is often more cryptid related. I do watch Wendigoon. I don't know, like, sometimes I like his content. Sometimes I'm like the way he presents stuff can be a little bit, like, annoying to me, but, like, for the most part, I like Wendigoon. I like cryptid stuff. He's been doing a podcast with that guy Papa Meat, and I've actually been watching a lot of that because he's talking about like, they talk about like old school creepypasta, which I used to be huge into creepypasta as a kid. And they went over this one recently called Pen Pal, which is funny because the week before they released it, I read that book. And as I was reading that book, I was like, this book, I was like, I swear I've read this story before. And it turned out I had. I didn't realize that the book was literally based on a creepypasta. So, let's see. She doesn't do makeup during Dark History. Okay, then I'd probably be more into that. Like, for some reason, it throws me off when people, like, talk about, like, dark stuff and they're doing something, like, way lighthearted. I just feel like it's in bad taste, in my opinion. And everybody's got different opinions. That's fine. Like, I don't condemn anybody for liking that. But just for me, it's just, like, I can't watch that. So I'll have to check out her Dark History thing. Okay, that's a little bit cleaner than the other ones. Let's see. They did songs about the Donner Party. Dude, the Donner Party is another one that just like, I've watched so many videos on it, and I'll if I see a new video on it, I'll definitely watch it because I always want to know more. Never heard of Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. It was another huge OSHA violation in America where the women were locked in and the shirt factory caught fire, and I don't know how many of them died, but a lot of them died. And yeah, like Craftosaurus Rex said, it laid the groundwork for safety standards in America. So it's pretty bad. It sucks that all these really horrible things had to happen for these rules to be put into place. Let's see. We'll do the pinky now. Okay, these are turning out just like way better than I thought, and maybe I'm just like being overconfident, but I'm very happy with my work. Oh my goodness. Watch, I'll screw up. Like, I always do this where I'm like, I'm doing so well, and then like the last one, I'm just like, oh no, I've totally messed it up. I need to get more of the edge over there. That's the problem though, is the metallic dries down so fast that I have to keep dripping more out of the bottle. Whereas the creams that I used earlier are like gummy but not dry. Oh, I got the edge there. I need to get this side. I got too much on the brush. Okay, come on, Hillary, don't do it. There we go. Cute. Your nails are super cute. Thank you. Is Creepcast a podcast? I think it's technically, like, I think that they have, like, the YouTube channel, but then I thought they also had it as a podcast, but I don't know. Maybe not. Everybody who does a podcast nowadays also just has, like, a visual component, so let's see. Ooh, yeah, Papa Meat. That guy, I'd never really heard of him until that, and I didn't realize, like, he's insanely, like, he's had, like, a very successful, like, YouTube career. He did, like, a lot of animations. But, like, the fact that his name is Papa Meat, I was just like, what the heck? Let's see. I just feel like there's so many big YouTubers that I just am so unfamiliar with because, like, I watch, like, way more niche YouTube. Let's see. Like, I watch cross-stitching YouTube, I watch nail YouTube, but I don't watch as much nail YouTube as I should. That one needs a little bit more. He's the animator Meat Canyon, yeah. And then I watch a lot of, like, true crime or, like, creepy YouTube. But I feel like I don't watch as much, like, mainstream stuff. It's just, I feel like a lot more of the mainstream stuff, their target demographic is just much younger, which makes sense because they have the most disposable time. But yeah, Rob makes fun of me because, like, my YouTube is the one that's connected to the TV. And he's like, your recommendations are just all over the place. All right, let's see if I can do kind of a final cleanup here, especially on this thumb because I got it all over my skin. Let's see here. Oh, one of my favorite, like, bigger YouTubers, though, I've talked about him before, but his name is Ordinary Sausage. And he's this guy, and he lives in, like, Chicago. And he just makes sausages out of stuff. Like, yesterday, he made a sausage out of literally, like, crystallized menthol. So, I don't know. I think that's probably, like, the biggest channel that I watch consistently. Okay, that looks a lot better. I'm sorry, I cannot do cleanup on camera. It's so hard. I don't know how anybody does it. I just gotta, you can look at my beautiful face and my hair that's everywhere. David Firth is still cranking out weirdness at a trickle. I know, I subscribe to him because I need to know whenever there's a new salad fingers. I love salad fingers. They just get more and more unhinged. Let's see here. I'm thinking, should I do a water-based, like, nail art top coat first, just in case? And then put the, like, super glossy top coat? I love van life videos. That is something that I've kind of been interested in, like, checking out. So if you have any recommendations, let me know, because some of the cross-stitching channels that I watch, they're like women who are living like van life, which I think is kind of interesting, but they don't talk about that so much on the channel. They talk more about cross stitch, but I don't know. There's something very like fun and exciting like it looks fun and exciting, right? To be able to like just travel around and, see everything. But then there was that girl who, was it last year? Her partner took her life, and then I think maybe took his own as well. And that was insane. And so I was kind of like, oh, maybe van life's not for me. I mostly watch just strategic war stuff and history, conflict updates, and nail polish and psychology lectures. Yeah, like, I just feel like seeing somebody's YouTube recommendations is like seeing into their mind. Okay, I think it's mostly cleaned up. Anything that's on the skin will come off later. So that's really, honestly, the cutest thing I've ever done. My favorite niche YouTuber is Steve1989 MRE. I love the guys who just eat MREs. Like, I think it's so interesting. We watch some of those sometimes. Yeah, Gabby, is it Petit or Petite? I'm not sure how you say her name, but like that was a really sad situation, and I followed that for a little bit. I would, with the metallic, use like a water-based top coat. I think that's probably a good idea, because if you don't, it might streak and it might get dull. I love a daily hot shower, like a house with a foundation. Honestly, I do love a hot shower. I need like a 20 plus minute shower. That's just me though. They came out so cute. Thank you. Thank you to Top Knot Nails for just randomly inspiring me. So let me grab my water-based top coat. So I've got a couple. I have a Korean MRE. I have not opened it yet. You know what? I've heard that a lot of the MREs from Asia are like significantly better than a lot of the American MREs that I'm familiar with. So the water-based top coats I think this is a water-based top coat, right? Let me look at this one first. Maybe it's not. No, this one has alcohol in it. I guess the only one I have is the Maniology one. So I'm using this up. I don't support this brand anymore after many snafus they've had. If you choose to support them, that's fine. Like, everybody gets to make their own decisions. I'm not gonna like yell at you. It's just, for me personally, I don't care for them anymore, even though they do have cute stamping plates. I need somewhere to keep all my crap. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how am I gonna travel with all of my stuff? I watch gross YouTube. I sometimes get that like on TikTok where they will like start showing me like ingrown nails and stuff, and I'm just like, maybe not. Like it, but they always suck me in, unfortunately. My van life is, Van Life fave is Nomadic Introvert and Where's Brittany? Okay, I'll have to check those out. Extreme Bug Exterminations? I didn't know about those. I watch a lot of those free hoarder house cleanings. I think those are really wonderful. Like, hoarding is such a like difficult thing to move through, and like the people who are, you know, treating them with compassion as they try to assist them, like I appreciate that, because I don't know if you guys ever watched the show like Hoarders when I was growing up, but like some of those people can be so, and it's like a lot of it is like their family members who don't understand, but you know what I'm saying, right? I'm like losing track. Oh my god, the ear cleaning one. Oh, I always get like, is it like Dr. Dre, where she'll like show like ingrown hairs and stuff, and I'm just like, oh please no. My grandma loves Dr. Pimple Popper, and my sister's like, yeah, Granny always wants to watch that. It makes me so nauseous. Let's see. My Apipla smudge free isn't always smudge free. I have not tried any other smudge free yet, so I'll have to kind of go on the hunt. But I just figure like I still have half a bottle of this, and I need to finish this up. I couldn't watch Hoarders, so sad. That and Intervention was another one where when I was a kid, you know, I was very young, so like watching it was very interesting to me. But as an adult, like looking back and seeing clips from some of that, I'm like, this is, you're putting literally the worst moments of people's lives on TV for entertainment. And I get that everybody has to sign off and agree to it, but I do get, it does make me very sad. Soap cutting YouTube, oh my gosh, dude. There's something so satisfying about watching them cut up that soap. I don't know why. And the rug cleaning. The rug cleaning is like one that sucks me in. My friend Trevor, we were talking about it once, and I was like, man, I just don't understand how people's rugs get so dirty. Like, I can't believe it. And he goes, Hillary, they probably just get them from like the dump or something. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes way more sense than somebody having the filthiest rug I've ever seen. Exploitation. Yeah, it's definitely difficult. And I do think that on some levels it is educational to people who haven't experienced addiction with their own families, but as someone who has, and looking back at it, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? This is hard to watch. They pre-dirty them. That's so funny. Can I say happy birthday? I can say happy birthday. Who am I saying happy birthday to? Is it your birthday, Sandra? Happy birthday, Sandra. What are you doing? Anything special? Birthdays are fun. I used to be like an anti-birthday person, and now I'm like, we must celebrate my birthday at any given cost. So I lost my napkin. I got something sticky on my finger. Hang on. There we go. I think it's top coat. Let's see. If someone lets their rug get that dirty, they ain't paying to clean them. I can't believe. Can you imagine someone watching a rug they threw away get so clean again? That would be, I just want to clean the rug. Like the tools look fun, especially the big like squeegee they use to squeeze all of the water out. Like, I don't know. I just want to do that. I would do it for free. So if any rug cleaning channel wants to do a collab, I'll come on and do it. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait before I put like the regular top coat on, but these look so cute. I guess the other hand is going to be sad. What is the other top coat I have? This is Polished for Days, Crystalline. This is Stacy's fault. She got me into this. I really like this top coat. This and Glisten and Glow are the two that I use because they're like super nice, quick drying. I think this one, does this one not have certain chemicals in it? Let me see. Yeah, so this brand is cruelty-free, vegan, 7-free, made in California. let's see. I think it doesn't have toluene, or however the heck you say it. Can someone tell me what happened with Super Chic? Not into drama, but I see a lot of people don't use this brand anymore. Super Chic, I know they had some views that were, I think, right-leaning. I don't specifically know what they did or said anymore. I used to know, but I've forgotten. But there's definitely a lot of resources out there that you could find, specifically on Facebook. A lot of people on Facebook keep like records and receipts. But I know that like one of the biggest reasons is I think that they are like, maybe they supported Donald Trump. I don't remember. I'm just like staying out of that. What indie brand should I start off with? I'm a mainstream girl. Well, what kind of finishes do you like? Because if you like flakies, I would say like Rogue is really good. Or Cuticula has really good flakies, and Polish for Days has really good flakies. I have some really good flakies from Polish for Days. If you like shimmers, like me, I absolutely love Sweet and Sour. Like, they have some fantastic shimmers. And those are some of my favorites right now, I would say. But if you haven't shopped Polish Pickup, start there. You can find like a few different brands to try out and check out what you like. Let's see. I like Glisten and Glow for the Glitter Grabber top coat. It's a game changer, the Glitter Grabber is. I bought a Bissell rug cleaner and cleaned my rugs when we moved in September. Saved so much money. I need to get my registry going for my wedding, because I think I'm going to register for a fancy vacuum cleaner, and I feel like such an adult. Toluene, yeah, Toluene. I've been like pronouncing it wrong ever since the beginning. Uber Chic, is that the same? No, Uber Chic, like Stacy said, Uber Chic and Super Chic are different. Uber Chic, I think, focuses more on like stamping. Super Chic is like polish. They also had some drama with Simply Nailogical. I definitely remember this because when Simply Nailogical, when Holo Taco released their rainbow collection of hollows, they had a lot of beef about that. Oh, like not Holo Taco, Super Chic got like mad at Holo Taco, and I was just like, girl, you didn't invent hollow, so like, I don't know. It's about painting nails and being dumb. That is a really good summary of what my channel is: painting nails and being dumb. Okay, I feel like I've given this enough time. Okay, when I'm not sure, about like if I'm ready to top coat something yet, I always start with my thumb, because I don't usually photograph my thumb, and so I'm like, if I mess up the thumb, it's fine, right? So let's give it one more minute, because now I have anxiety about it. Linry, for a rainbow, yes, yeah, it was the hollow rainbow concept, like the holistic concept. They were like, because Super Chic does these like insanely super punchy hollows, and I think that they at the time were really known for doing like the rainbow hollows. But it's like, Holo Taco is not the only one that's ever done a rainbow hollow. I don't know, it was silly, you know. I don't know. The thumb is the test nail. It really is. Like, we don't need we need thumbs, but it's like, we don't need thumbs in pictures. Okay. Super Chic was also mad at Fun Lacquer for making an eye safe hollow eyeshadow, because Super Chic made hollow liquid eyeshadows years ago, but they weren't eye safe. Bro, the non-eye safe eye makeup kills me every time. It's a rainbow, sheesh. Yeah, Kay, like, that's literally most people's reaction was like, you can't copyright a rainbow. Like, come on. Did they go after LGBTQIA plus community as well? I don't know. Nick might know. He knows he knows all the drama. So, let's do this. Oh, I'm just joining. Are these lava lamps? Yes, they are. I'm glad that you could tell. So, let me show you guys again one more time before I potentially ruin this with top coat. The inspiration was this manicure that I saw on Top Knot Nails over on Instagram. And, you know, like she did kind of like a mix of colors, but I just decided to do like a rainbow kind of like monochrome situation. So like yellow on yellow, orange on orange. So I tune in for the nail polish maker drama. No idea. Yeah, I am definitely staying away from drama this year, but I used to be like deep into like just knowing about all of the drama and stuff like that. But it is like, if you can't separate yourself from it, it does become a little bit much. Okay, I think this is dry enough. And we got our glossy top coat, and we wrap the tip. And oops, there we go. That's the thumb, and that's my little lava lamp. Oh my god, I did such an amazing job. I can't wait to show these to Rob. And let's do the rest of these. I'm trying not to like cross my hand over, and it's really hard not to. I gotta figure out more like angles and stuff. This is a fresh bottle of top coat, so there we go. I love a glossy top coat. So cute. You really did do a great mani. Thank you. I'm so excited about this one. I feel like, I guess I should do more nail art on stream, huh? Sometimes the nail polish Facebook groups also blow things out of proportion. They really do, and I think that's why that's why I definitely try to stay away from those. Looks ugly, keeping you humble. Thank you, Nick. Somebody needs to. Next time you should try glow in the dark topper under the jelly. Oh, that. Where were you at the beginning? You should have told me that. I didn't think about that. Next time I definitely will. And the other hand is looking like this. Maybe I'll just do like a quick jelly on there while we chat after I. Guys, did I put top coat on the yellow one? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. I guess I'm going to top coat the yellow one again, just in case. What's your favorite top coat? My favorite is this one that I'm using, which is the Polished for Days Crystalline, which my friend Stacy put me onto. It's her absolute favorite. And I also, like, probably in equal stance, is the Glisten and Glow top coat. And I like the Glisten and Glow just a little bit more because you can buy refill bottles. So I bought like, you can get like 2 or 4 ounce bottles of it and refill your top coat, which for quick dry top coats, like halfway through the bottle, they start to get a little bit gummy. It's really unavoidable. So you either have to thin them out or add more top coat to kind of like reintroduce that chemical it needs. And so for me, it's just so convenient to just keep filling that bottle. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. That's precious. Let's see. Oh my God. I keep zooming in instead of out. Now you guys can see how messy. I don't feel like that was that messy. That's so freaking cute. My hand is making me look old because I'm very cold. So that's cute. I guess I should probably paint the other hand. Purple on the other hand. I just, usually what I do is like, I just match the base color on the other hand, to like this hand. So maybe that's what I'll do because that's what I like to do. But, I need to decide what my next mani should be. I want to try a new brand to try and get attention from them. Yeah, that's my favorite is, trying to tag them and everything and get attention. Glisten and Glow is my favorite as well. I really love their glitter grabber. I really, really love that. I just realized you only did one. That's because I'm right-handed and I am not ambidextrous in anything. Like my left hand it's just here for show, to be honest. Like I don't do anything with this hand. The rest of my family, so my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister are all left-handed when it comes to writing. And then they do like sports and cooking and all this stuff they do with both hands. I'm the only one who's like, I'm just right-handed. So that's like a pretty uncommon thing, I think, to have an entire family of lefties, except for one. But here we are. So fun. Love what you did. I did donut images. Oh, that sounds cute. I guess I'll paint the other hand with the jellies, and then I guess we can sign off because it's almost 3:30. So I'm sure you guys got things to do on your very busy Saturday. I'll keep it zoomed out, I guess. I don't know. Everybody tell me what to do. I already am like struggling. Like you can see, like I'm like shaking with this hand because I am not left-handed at all. And like Rob is super ambidextrous too. I just feel like I did not get the memo on that. My granddad had to teach me how to tie my shoes because my dad could not. Like, I don't know. Do you have issues with shrinkage with Glisten and Glow top coat? I use Sèche Vite, but get shrinkage. The first quick dry top coat I used was Sèche Vite, and I had insanely bad shrinkage issues, especially at the tips of my fingers. With Glisten and Glow, as long as I cover everything pretty well, I don't have issues. I don't really see too much shrinkage with it, so I recommend it. Gotta clean my kitchen. Have fun, bird. I hope it doesn't take you all day. What is the base coat we're using? Oh, this is the Lacquer 22. I'll tell you what it's called in 1 second because I already forgot. But this is my favorite, what do you call it? I forgot. What is it called? The blurring base coat. This was sent to me by Lacquer 22 when they asked me to try some of polish or some of their polishes, and I did a video on that. But this is called Come Undone. They sent this, and I was just like, I'd never really used a blurring base, and this totally changed my opinion on blurring bases. I really like Lacquer 22. I've talked about them a few times, but the maker, I believe her name is Molly, and she's super nice, and she has like just some really fun glitters, and I don't even go for hex glitters that often, but she has this one, it's called We Go Together, and it looks like ketchup and mustard. It's so cute. Thanks for the info about Super Chic. I don't have Facebook. I'm new to indie polishes and got Super Chic for my birthday. Here's my thing is I've bought a few brands that I later found out were problematic, or I don't even want to say problematic, but like didn't align with my values personally. And in my entire life, like I do try to avoid brands where like I don't want to give money to people who I'm like, I just don't agree with your stuff. Like unless it's like something I absolutely need, sometimes it's unavoidable. But it's like you already gave the money. You already have the item. You might as well use it. Like that's my opinion. Some people feel like you shouldn't use it, you should throw it away. And I'm just like, I already have it. I paid the money for it. The maker has my money. I'm going to use it up. I won't rebuy it. But at the end of the day, like I'm still going to use it, I've been telling Lacquer 22 she needs to make Come Undone with base coat formula. It's is it just a jelly polish? I use it as a base coat. Oh well. Yeah, I literally just use it as a base coat. No point in creating more waste. Exactly, because it's like, now you're being problematic, creating more waste in our landfills. So it's just like, it's like one of those, Nick, leave Linry alone. We all knew what she meant. I love the performance of Glisten and Glow top coat, but it gives me headaches. If you aren't sensitive to formulas with toluene, everybody just told me what to say, but I forgot how to say it already. It's a very good top coat. Yeah, it is strongly, like the scent, the chemical smell is pretty strong. But like I keep my doors open. If I'm like I have the door closed right now for my office, and I can feel like the headache. It like the smell of the polish starts to give me a headache, but we're almost done, so that's how I feel. They have my money, so I will just use the product. Exactly. It's like one of those things where at the end of the day, I would rather just finish it off. And if people ask me, I do tell them, like, hey, heads up, like, I won't buy from this brand anymore, and here's why. Make your own informed decision. But we don't all have the same values, and I'm not gonna force somebody to believe what I believe. I was educated in Maine. I just typed too fast for my brain. I feel like, you know what? Who cares? Like, you spelled it in a way that I understood what you meant. So, oh my God, my hand is shaking. Usually when I paint my left hand, I like bring it up to my face like this and like tuck my arms in like a T-Rex so that I can like steady my hand. So, where's my orange? We'll just do 2 coats of this and then, let's see. The Florida aquifer water is decaying your brain. Oh my gosh. Rob's like getting really worked up at me because I like to drink tap water and I don't really like not tap water. And so now he wants to buy like this crazy expensive like water filter so that I'm not drinking like, I don't know, lead or something. I live in the Detroit metro area and nobody told me when I moved out here just how often our water was going to become poisonous. Like 3 times a year at least somebody does some kind of damage to a water main and then they put out a boil water advisory and then we can't drink the water. So, and I do live kind of close to Flint, so that should tell you all you need to know about the water quality where I live. Shouldn't be laughing, but it's the truth. I love this yellow. Butter jelly. Petition for CERC to change the name to butter jelly. Let's see. Is everybody bullying each other in my chat right now? I love the ice cream nail bottles. I do too, and a lot of people hate them. I think they're so cute. Are you using a different brush with the ice cream nails? I don't. I just use the brush that comes with it. What's wrong with tap water? Exactly. That's what I say. But Rob and my friend Stacy were giving me crap because I literally, like, I will take a bottle, like, before I go anywhere, I'll fill up my cup with tap water so that I can have the water that I like when I'm at the place I like. And Rob's like, he thinks it's weird that I bring my own water places. And I'm like, everybody brings their own water places. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's normal. He thinks it's weird. Bird says Rob is correct. I know he's right, but I don't want to tell him that. Oh, are we talking about the mauve flaky from the new Holo Taco collection? I honestly saw that and I was like, that kind of looks like ground meat to me for some reason. And the more I look at it, the more I'm like, that looks like ground beef. I don't know why. Laugh so you don't cry. In New Hampshire, we have too many farms. We had boil water orders if it rains too much since the water can get E. coli from the cow poop. Yeah, exactly. Like, to me, that's just normal. Too many nitrates in farmland states. Yeah, I grew up in a farming village, so I know what you mean. Oh my God, my hand just shook so hard. I literally can't. I love the ice cream nail bottles too. I find their formulas are hit and miss. I haven't bought them in a long time. Actually, this is the last collection I bought from Ice Cream Nails was this like neons. And then I hate their swatch photos. I feel bad saying that, but it's just like, I get so sick of like the clear plastic nail swatch photos. They just are ugly to me. Ground beef nails heaven. They just literally like, go look at that one and tell me that it doesn't look like some kind of ground beef, like kind of just like a ground beef patty. I don't know. Oh my gosh. And then this is the blue. I have 3 ice cream nail polishes. I hate all of them. I remember like I first got interested in them in college because I thought that the bottles looked super cute. And like the fact that like you know me, I love food theming, which, oh, speaking of food theming, sorry, I keep running away. I got some new stuff. So on Valentine's Day, these came in, I don't know, I guess maybe down here would be better. Ribeye polish. It does look like a marbled steak. You're right. So Janixa from Nail Lacquer Therapy sent me these like unprompted, and I got them on Valentine's Day. They are hot tamale. I almost said flavored polishes, themed polishes. So I haven't opened them yet, but like, look at how cute they are. That gold is killing me. And then I ordered the Nails Inc. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl Duo, and it finally came in. I haven't opened this either. I don't think they're not scented or anything, but they are Cheez-It themed. You know, I think they have, let's see if I can open this without damaging my nails, because I think they have like a Cheez-It like logo on there. Let's see. I've been getting a lot like less packages lately. Oh, wow. Look at how badly they put that sticker on. I gotta say, Nails Inc. quality has gone way downhill lately, in my opinion. Because that is not centered, by the way, just in case anybody cared. That orange is cute, though. But yeah, so I got those. I can't believe you're ready for Nails Inc. to hurt you again. I literally only bought them because I thought they were cute and I was going to put them on display. I'm not going to use them. I don't trust Nails Inc. anymore. Did they do that with their eyes closed? For real, though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's do the pink. We're just doing the base. We're not going to put nail art on this hand because I don't have that kind of trust for myself. Those are not Cheez-It colors. They're cute though. I don't know. I just saw I love Cheez-Its. Not scented. I know. I thought they were scented when I bought them, and then I realized I did not read the listing at all. I just assumed. We all know what assuming does. So I care. That drives me crazy. It does. It's so annoying. But yeah, so I didn't realize they weren't scented until after I already bought them. And the thing too is like, it was a pre-order and it took like over a month for them to finally ship them to me. And they didn't ship them in the window that they said they were going to ship them, and they didn't tell me that they weren't going to either. So they used to be quite good, but not so much anymore. And that's my feeling too, is like, I've gotten, collections from them in the past that I absolutely loved. Their Velveeta collab was so funny to me. I loved that. And like, I thought that every collection that I got post that has been bad. So Tabasco Cheez-Its are fire. I didn't know. I've seen the Tabasco goldfish crackers and I'm intrigued by those, but I haven't bought them yet. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm a mess. I'm not this shaky usually painting this hand, so I don't know what's going on. There's my favorite little butter jelly. They were busy trying to place that sticker. Yeah, somebody was having a hard time. Oh my goodness. So, after this, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to go... I need to go to the library. My book's about to be overdue. That's what I'm going to do after this, is go to the library. But other than that, we don't really have like too many plans for today. I think Rob got back from the gym. He went earlier and I don't know what he wants to do. We have like a long weekend because it's President's Day on Monday and we both have it off at our job. So we didn't make any big plans aside from we toured our wedding venue, which I think we're going to go with. I did put a hold on the date, like I said earlier. And now I guess I need to go find a dress, don't I? My mom sent me a link to JJ's house, which I've heard mixed reviews on, but I looked at some of the dresses because she sent me like a couple listings, and their pricing is kind of good because I don't want to spend a lot on a dress. Like, honestly, dresses are so expensive. But a lot of the JJ's house ones were like in the like $200 to $500 range, which I feel like I'm comfortable with that. Because I still got to get, what do you call it? Alterations. And I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews on JJ's house, but like everything I saw on their website, I was like, they have kind of exactly what I want, because in my head, the ideal wedding dress for me, I want one with long sleeves, like sleeves that like come to here. Whether they're lacy or solid, I don't know. Like I would like lacier ones. That's kind of my ideal vision. But and I want something like a little bit more of a high neck. I guess what I'm saying is I want a modest wedding dress, which is like, I'm not someone who's like, oh, modesty culture, but like that's what they call them. It seems like is you have to search like modest wedding dress in order to get the style that I want. And I want it to be like floor length. But it's, as a plus sized woman, it's not always easy to find things that are like flattering or pretty on my body type. And so I was like really concerned about finding anything like that. Look at Bonnie Bridal, good choices, nice prices, and makes things for bigger chested ladies that are tailored well. Okay, Bonnie Bridal. I'll have to check them out, because it's just like, I tried looking at like, you know, like super mainstream. What is the David's Bridal? And like, they just seem to really overpriced. Victorian style. I get like, so for me, I have a tattoo like on my collarbone, and it's just not gonna look cute in like a wedding dress. And my boyfriend's family is a little bit more like, I don't want to say conservative, but it's just like, I just want it to like, the aesthetic of the wedding, I think, is gonna be like not, you know, letting it all hang out. And so I want something a little bit more with more coverage. That's all. I spent $600 on a dress, and that was 20 years ago. I'm not going to say it's a racket, because I know a lot goes into like that kind of stuff. But as someone who never really dreamed about like wearing a dress, I'm not a big dress person. It feels like a racket. I know it's not. I understand that like a great deal goes into like the designing and stuff like that. But it's hard to justify for me when it's like, oh, I'm going to wear this once. Torrid has some pretty ones. I did take a peek, and like some of them are definitely like my style. I just, I don't know, like when are you supposed to buy the dress? Like, I know there's like a timeline. I need to look that up. I found my wedding dress in a Western store. That's hilarious. Honestly, that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, it's tough, because I have a lot of anxiety about going dress shopping, because from what I've been told, they don't keep a lot of dresses for plus size women on the rack there. So you basically have to shove yourself into a straight size dress and imagine what it'll look like on your body. And it's like all open, hanging open. You have to like walk around. Everyone can see everything. I'm just not here for that kind of trauma, you know? Kat Von D or KVD, I guess they're KVD Beauty now, makes full cover makeup if you can't find a dress. And that's my backup plan is something like that. But it's like, it's an old tattoo. It's a little bit faded. And it's not of anything bad. It won't look good. It'll look kind of trashy. We had a Western wedding. That's actually really fun. I had thought about trying to find like a dress that kind of merged, what do you call it? Like a hanbok, like a wedding hanbok, which is like the Korean traditional wear. Trying to like merge that with like a traditional Western wedding dress. And I found a website that actually specializes in it. And I was like, oh my God. And I found like the perfect dress. And I was like, it's so cute. It's not like fully white. But it's like very light, delicate, full coverage, what I wanted. And they make them in small, medium, and large. And I was like, I think I'm bigger than a large. So that was out. Buy the dress sooner than later to make time for alterations. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. A year in advance. That's what my mom was saying too. So we're closing in on a year in advance, so I better just bite the bullet and go find something. Yeah, it's so stressful. Like, now that we've picked a date, all of a sudden I just gooped it all over. What am I doing? I'm having executive dysfunction right now. We hadn't quite picked a date yet. We just kind of were like, we're going to do 2025, probably for sure. And now we have a date, and now all of a sudden, everything feels like I have to do it all now. And I'm like panicking a little bit. But like I said, very lucky for me, Rob, he's been very involved and wants to be involved. And it's just like, I feel like sometimes the guy proposes and then they go, okay, I've done my part. Now it's your turn. And I'm like, you did the easiest part. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But no, Rob's not like that. Rob doesn't want me to be stressed. I think because I get a little bit wackadoodle when I'm stressed, and that's not fun for anybody. Okay. I'm almost done with this. I'm almost done. I'm so excited to go show Rob these nails. They're so cute. Maybe I should do like a monthly nail art stream. That would be fun. No promises yet. I gotta figure out all this stuff, but this was actually a lot easier and way more like chill and fun than I expected. This year will go by fast. I know, that's what I'm worried about, because we gotta get a photographer, florals, DJ. I'm very concerned about photographer. Because one thing that I've seen is other interracial couples who've gotten married are like, you need to find somebody who has interracial couples in their portfolio or you will regret it. Because like, people just don't know how to balance, like because Rob and I, our skin tone is very different. And so it's like, I can see it in pictures I take of us where it's like, one of us doesn't look right anytime. So we need somebody who's capable of making those camera adjustments and all that. DJ, I feel like a DJ won't be that hard. Look, how cute. So yeah, that's the nails. Them's the nails. Now I just gotta let these dry before I do anything else. I always feel like I wait like way too long. As organized as you seem to be, I think you will manage it well. Don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like I am pretty good at keeping things organized. My biggest thing is just making sure that I'm timing everything right, because like, I'm not super picky when it comes to like, some of the stuff I want it to be pretty like functional. And our venue that I think we're going to go with, it's very much like all the food is kind of like included in there. All like the tables and linens and chairs and rentals, it's all like included. So like, that's a huge weight off my shoulders. So really it's just the other big stuff. Oh, and Rob mentioned we got to find a cake topper, a cute cake topper. So I'll DJ your wedding. Don't worry. No, Nick, because you're only going to play like Kim Petras and Taylor Swift, and I want a variety. So yeah, here is the finished lava lamp nails. Those are fun. And then I just did like a jelly to match. Wedding planning is fun until family have extra ideas to throw in. You know, honestly, I'm not super worried about that, because my mom, as much as she does have a lot of ideas, and like, she always has, like, no matter what we're planning, she's always got some idea to throw in. If I'm like, no, Mom, like, I just don't care for that, or like, here's what I was thinking, she's pretty respectful about that. And she was like, okay, well, I was just thinking, or I just want to throw it out there. She just has a lot to say. That's all. My Coconuts is a great wedding song. I don't know that song, and I'm not sure if I want to know it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'm going to go find Rob and see what he's up to, because he's probably sick of being quiet. He feels like, I think, nervous that he's going to be too loud when I'm streaming, so he usually leaves the house, or if he comes home, he like just goes and he sits in a room and is quiet, and that's really hard for him to do. So I don't want to make him be quiet any longer than he has to. So I guess I will leave you guys here. Let me know if you want to go back when this comes up, when this posts. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, which I think you did, and like any other types of live streams you want to see, because I think that this would be fun to do on a more regular, like weekly or bi-weekly basis if I can. And I guess I will see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. And if you have President's Day off, don't party too hard this weekend. All right.